Before I go into this rant, I just want to make this very clear because I don't need to go through another situation like back in the day. This is not like to attack any YouTubers or to make them look like they're to cause a witch hunt or something. This is just me having barely any sleep. I'm going to take a nap right after I finish this rant. I just need to talk about the recent Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 77 spoilers reactions. So I have more thoughts about it, and I want to get something clear here. So ever since Dragon Ball Minus became a thing, and the new Bardock has taken over, at least I guess the special Bardock, even though we still know the revolt happened. We do know, like, there's similarities, but they're not the same character. Even though I prefer the design of the Z special Bardock, I understand that people have this idea that Z Bardock is so cool because he's like an everyday Saiyan who has no importance, but then in that same special, the guy has the ability to see the future. He's the only Saiyan who fights against Frieza. He's a special Saiyan, and he's also on the level where he could take on King Vegeta. He's more than just a regular Saiyan. I just think people just like to lie to themselves or say like he's some type of like evil person, but yet he sacrifices everything to try to save his comrades and try to save the entire Saiyan race. But yet he's this character who's so evil and he's unredeemable, right? And Goku's the only character, the only Saiyan throughout history who deserves to be good. Okay, whatever. Now the main criticism of this new Bardock is that he, especially since people, again, this is not like, and I have major friends who don't like Dragon Ball Super like that. Like, you know, I got like boys like Taj or Dr. Love. I got Salajin, Saiyan the Scholar, Akilafo. I got so many people on Twitter who don't like. Okay, so this is not to say anyone who doesn't like Dragon Ball Super, your opinion's invalid. Whatever, I'm not saying that. But there's so many people who misinterpret that Vegeta line talking about he has inherited Bardock's kindness. First of all, I thought we were established enough that Vegeta says a lot of things and he ends up being wrong. Like, this is like even a meme where Piccolo's talking about Vegeta's not the type to misunderstand his opponent, and we have a whole history of that. And again, I already have a picture up here where in Minus, again, I feel like some people don't like Minus. So when they see anything that even is in the same ballpark of Minus, they automatically call it trash. And I think some people need to understand that you can talk about not liking something without calling it garbage and being super reactionary, saying this is the worst thing for any character. Because every day I get onto Dragon Ball Twitter, all I hear is how much better Vegeta is, how terrible Goku's character is. He has no nuance. He doesn't move on. But then, as soon as his Dragon Ball Minus stuff comes up about Bardock being a good person, it's like, this is the only thing that kept Goku's character going. All I hear is about how Goku's secretly evil, he's selfish, but then you're going to tell me like, oh, Bardock being somewhat a decent person makes Goku less special. Pick a side. Either Goku's trash or he's this great person that his only like representative is that he's the only great Saiyan. Even though we had Tarble, we had Broly, DBS Broly, we have different, and we went on the Super Saiyan God lore where there's good Saiyans that come together to become Super Saiyan God. So even that entire narrative, and we had to go through this whole nurture versus nature debate because now people are saying that Vegeta's claim about maybe he inherited Bardock's kindness, even though that makes no sense because Raditz exists. He was literally around Gine and Bardock the entire time. And guess what? He was around Vegeta and Nappa, still became an asshole that was willing to kill his brother. So yeah, and also kill his nephew, by the way. And Goku was still, like, even Roshi says, I was lucky enough that I'm a master of martial arts so I can deal with you. Goku hits his head, loses memory, becomes a great child because Grandpa Gohan raised him. Goku's a great person, not because Bardock and Gine was his parents. It's because Grandpa Gohan gave him the right guidance so he can become a great hero. And along with Master Roshi and everyone else he met later on in life. That's so idiotic that people think that Vegeta's line is factual. That's not true at all. I just think people don't like Dragon Ball Minus, and they get so upset with anything that has to do with it. And Bardock, even in the Z special, wasn't a terrible person. When his Saiyan comrades died, he didn't just say, I don't care about them, Saiyans rule, like Vegeta did. Vegeta says he don't even care about his dad's death. But yet Bardock, as soon as he saw his comrades die, he took it upon himself to revenge them. I don't know, like maybe, yes, he was a Saiyan, he killed people, but he cared about his comrades. He cared about his son later on when he learned about his like future or whatever. Like again, he was never even that much of a terrible person, to be honest with you, if I had to be really fair. And so this Bardock, like thinking about his wife and thinking about like his kid in that moment and just helping people out on a whim. He still killed people, by the way. Like, again, like I just don't get why the Dragon Ball fan base is so reactionary. Like, and my main thing when I say all this, right, is because every day we either hear Vegeta's the greatest thing ever, then we hear regressing. We hear Goku's like the lamest character ever. He's secretly a horrible person. But then like when you have these moments where Goku can probably learn to respect his dad or get some character progression, this is the most terrible thing ever. This is the most awful thing for his character. Like, and again, I know a lot of people who don't even have agendas. They just don't like what's going on, right? But it just seems like the agenda always comes back to GT did it better. Z did it better. And I get tired of the agendas, man. It's because like I want to keep it consistent. Do you want Goku to grow, or are you tired of saying that this Goku is not the full Goku, whatever, right? And you want changes, you want risks, but you don't want nothing that affects anything. But it doesn't really affect anything, to be honest. This Bardock trying to save people just because he thought about his wife. It's like the same shit of like Bardock wanting to save his race because it's affecting his own. It's all low-key selfish reasons, to be honest. And like, again, this doesn't change nothing about Goku. And even if Goku learns to respect his dad, what the hell is wrong with that? Like, I'm trying to understand, what does that ruin anything about Goku's character? You already think he's lame. You already think he doesn't grow. So why do people pretend to care about Goku's character now? All it's gonna do is just like, oh, well, my dad was a pretty decent guy. Oh, my mom was cool. That's all it does. And you're still gonna call him this power hungry, all he cares about is fighting, like selfish character anyway. I don't get why people care so much about a little bit of character growth for a character you already call flat character. Totally Not Mark made even a popular thing to say that Goku never grows. So I'm just trying to figure out, how does this change anything? Because Bardock being a decent person, Gine being a great person, Raditz still ended up being a terrible person. Goku being, like, he wasn't even around his parents when he grew up, but you're going to give that to Bardock? No, his Grandpa Gohan, even Goku says that he didn't know nothing about the Saiyans, and it's thanks to his Grandpa Gohan he became a great person. Stop being mad at something that just because it's been thrown off. Like, again, this is from Vegeta. Why does that bother so many people? Because again, this is not going to change the story at all. If Goku respects his mom, respects his dad, what is that going to change for the entire story? What does that exactly ruin? If you give me something that like exactly ruins anything, like what, it ruins an arc? How? How does it ruin anything? Bardock helped save someone. He's still the same Bardock who tried to revolt against Frieza. Same thing. Goku still grew up with Grandpa Gohan. Still hit his head that helped him be able to be raised better by Grandpa Gohan. What does that change? Oh, Bardock is more special now. The nigga that can see the future in the original special. Yeah, that's somehow more special. Bardock has always been special. Yeah, low-class Saiyan, but yet can compete with the king of Saiyans in the special. People are hypocrites. They're hypocrites for what they really like. And again, I'm not going down the route like, oh, you're a GT fanboy who's trying to convert, because I think I saw Saiyan Scholar's video who said something about that. Again, that's that nigga's opinion, okay? And I know he's not black, so I know he's not. Whatever. That's like, again, Sologin, that's his opinion, whatever. But like, this is mine. I feel like mad people just pick a side. And again, they kind of want to hear what they want to hear. But my God, this whole reactionary shit of like, this is the worst thing ever. If this happens, this is going to destroy everything. It's nuts. What, if Goku says, you know what, I like my dad, I like my mom, everyone raging about it, what does that exactly change? You're just going to say Goku's trash regardless at the end of the day. You're going to say that. And I have to take it as a Goku fan every single day. Every single day I got to hear about this stuff. But yet, whatever. Yeah, that's my rant about it. I don't know if we're going to do any really editing with this stuff. I'm just tired of just hearing these reactionary ass, this is the worst thing ever, when it's going to be the same story regardless. And people keep saying like, I only want Dragon Ball Super hoping it gets better and stuff. Like, but there's got to be something you like about this stuff, bro. Something. Anyway, that's my rant. SonTj, peace. Love you all.